All right, sizzle it, son.
All right, so I'm NJ4Z, and I started Performance Z Arrays about 2 years ago to bring phasing out back to hams out in the field, portable and at home. And it's taken me 2 years to development, but what I did develop is a Christman method array. So you have two verticals with phasing cables, and it's all done on PCB boards. So it's an easy kit to build. Most people do it just using switches, and it doesn't work. So what we have is a switching network that'll handle 1500 watts sideband and CW.
Holy moly.
400 watts digital. We have them in built kits and in kit form, so you can build them. We'll cut phasing cables for you. You can cut them yourself. So what you have is you have this network sitting out between your two verticals that are quarter wave long and a quarter wave spacing. You feed it with two 84-degree feed lines and 171 delay line that goes around the box, and you have a control line and you have a controller. You can end fire the array, and then you have a broadside. So the end fire will get you 3.5 dB of forward gain. The broadside is an omnidirectional pattern with a little gain off the broadside, about a dB and a half. Where the thing really shines is you have about 15 to 20 dB front to back.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to work Europe and you're on the east coast of the US and you got everybody from the middle of the country and the west coast trying to go over the top of you, and you can't hear the DX station because everybody's calling in, you flip this array towards Europe and all the guys behind you go away.
Nice.
Yeah, so it gives you that isolation. Same thing if you're trying to work the VKs and the ZLs and you're at where I'm at in South Carolina. I get all the guys from New York and those trying to come down over the top of me. I just flip it towards ZL and VK. I can hear those guys and I don't hear the guys behind me.
Notch them out.
Yep. So the rays are available on www.performancezarrays.com.
Awesome, man. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Okay, so here is the website, and I'll have a link to this below where you can go and check it out. But here are the different products, and I think the website is still a little bit under construction. I actually bought one of these from John, the assembled 20-meter phasing kit with 50-foot control cable. He gave me a little bit of a deal because we're ham bros, so I totally appreciate that, John. But you know, after spending a few days with him and hearing all about this antenna and seeing the product, I was just hooked. And we had been talking for a while about it, so I was just really impressive and great to see it in person. Here's John down here. I think this is a little bit older picture. He looks a little older these days, but don't tell him I said that. And there's some information here. But what I wanted to show is his blog. He's got a little right up here about Hamvention and what we did there. But down here is the information on the actual antenna itself. And it uses the Christman method of phasing. Okay, and let's talk a little bit about the gain that you get with this antenna. So when you fire this antenna array, you're actually using both antennas at the same time, but you have a delay cable built in. So in the chart down here, he's got delayed element, leading element. So if you look at the middle one, this is both of them fired without delay. And then if your antenna is mounted in this orientation, you get gain broadside to the array. And then by adjusting which one of these you fire without delay and the other one with delay, your gain would go in the opposite direction. The other thing that really interests me about this antenna is that you get significant front to back ratio. It's not depicted in this diagram, but that means all your gain is moving forward. Say for this one up here, you're not going to get any noise or interference or anything like that off the back side of this one, which is going to really help you with your signal to noise ratio, which is probably more important from my perspective than any gain that you would want to get. If you keep scrolling down, here is a diagram, and this is from the ARRL's low band DXing book, and each of your antennas is a quarter wave, and they are a quarter wave apart. And so I went with the 20-meter option because I wanted to be able to get these things about 17 feet apart. Down here you have your switching network, and then you can see this delay cable introduces the delay for the antenna that you want to be behind. It's really pretty clever when you think about it. All the coax uses RG213, so it's a great quality coax. You have to be really careful when you build this to make sure that your coaxial lengths are correct, and you also have to consider velocity factor of your coaxial cable. When you fire both of these simultaneous without delay, you are bypassing this delay cable. Anyhow, like I said, there'll be a link below and you can check this out.